So I recently got back from hosting a 6-day spiritual retreat with my husband and 10 amazing other individuals in Newfane, Vermont. It was life-changing. It was an experience of coming home, of finding community, of revealing our deepest and truest selves to each other in a way that we're not usually able to do in regular social interactions. Before I say more about it, why don't you listen to some of the people who were on this retreat?
Come in, be nervous, be scared. It's a lot, but you are going to walk out with the best support, the most care, and the most love you have ever felt.
This was my second retreat with Kay.
I did the February retreat, then I went and I did the New Year's retreat.
Just like the first one, this was one of tremendous growth.
I met so many amazing people.
I walked in hesitant and slightly scared, but I walked out with the best support system that I've ever had.
What emerged out of those sessions was intensely deep.
Almost like I was in meditation on steroids.
This was magical, really.
They're always pushing themselves and us. I won't pretend it was easy. It's a little bit like spiritual boot camp, but it's one of the best things I've ever done for myself. They're very adaptive and they move with the needs of the group and the individual and are
Creating a safe and sacred place where we could become vulnerable and emerge with strength and clarity.
Those 6 days of discovery, spiritual enlightenment, and intimacy changed the way I look at life and set me and my soul on a different path, spiritually, emotionally, and physically.
They really give you so many tools for moving through life and living your best life.
The brotherly love that I saw and the support that I felt from men of like mind was just amazing.
I have made lifelong friends who I still go on trips with, I communicate with daily, and who send me the greatest amount of energy and support.
I left the retreat with new friends, wonderful memories, and a new outlook on my life.
I'm forever changed and forever grateful for their example.
I can't wait for my next retreat because I definitely will be going on more.
And I would recommend it to anyone that is serious about living an examined life.
I can't wait for the next one.
So don't hesitate and do it.
If you want to recenter your life, come on one of these wonderful retreats and find your ecstatic self.
I want to thank Anthony and Kaylin for creating a safe and sacred place.
And I would say it's all because of, I'll have to thank Kay for that.
Where we could become vulnerable and emerge with the strength and clarity that we needed. So thank you both.
Thank you for everything.
I crave genuine intimacy, real heart-to-heart connection. I crave real spiritual depth, that feeling of opening up to the cosmos, going deep into our hearts, feeling that radiance exuding out of us, shining brighter, feeling a state of flow. And when we step together with that intention, we find it. The magic of the space we co-created was truly, truly remarkable. And to do it in a space that felt so affirming, because I've been in genuinely deep spiritual nourishing places, but they tend to be a little restrictive. They tend to not invite everybody in. Certain demographics, your people, very much included, are held at arm's length. And usually in those spaces, embodiment, being body positive, and allowing yourself to show up naked, for example, is usually taboo. On the other side of things, I've experienced wonderfully queer, body positive, expansive places where you can just show up and let your freak flag fly, that you can be nude, that you can be whoever you are, and it's welcomed. But those places tend to not be so spiritually deep. So to find a place that is able to hold both, I think is unusual and what my soul craves. And so I look forward to these retreats as a homecoming, a sense of stepping in and saying, God, this is the life I want. I want to live in a space that feels this affirming, this soul connected, and this welcoming of my totality. Because if you've heard me speak before, you know that a big thing for me is that idea of wholeness. That in order to be whole, we have to embrace every part of ourselves, including the parts we usually reject, including the parts we shame, that we view as dirty, that we view as wrong or bad. We have to reclaim those parts and say, hey, all of you is welcomed. Because when we do that, then we return to wholeness. And so to be in a space that says, hey, you can show up however you are, and you are welcomed, you are blessed, you are beautiful, thank you, I think is such a gift. I feel a gift to get to partake in it. So I would love for you to join us. Our next retreats are going to be in May and August, is what we have scheduled right now, both in Vermont, same space, same retreat center. The dates and more information are on my website, including the price. And something I always like to let people know is I set the price so that I can afford to let people who are experiencing financial hardship come at a reduced rate. So if you look at that and say, Ken, I feel called to come, but I can't pay that price, no worries. Turn in an application, set up an interview with me, and we'll see if we can hold space for you. Because for me, this whole creation of space is much more about being of service than making a profit. I'm here to help you on your spiritual journey. So whatever I need to do to create the space for you to be able to partake, I'm going to do. And then you also have my wonderful co-creator of a husband working right along with me, and the magic between us and that we share together is far greater than I could ever do on my own. So it is a truly life-changing experience. I hope you can join us. If you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. And wherever you are in the world, I'm just sending you so much love, so much blessings, and so much light. Thank you, guys.